Hey guys, welcome to the Marissa Effect, the podcast where real talk meets deep connection. I'm your host, Marissa, and around here we are all about honest conversations, fresh perspectives, and living a life that feels aligned, inspired, and unapologetically you. Whether we are diving into relationships, wellness, or those aha moments that shift everything in life, this is your space to grow, laugh, and feel seen. I'm so happy you guys are all here with me, so let's go ahead and get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Marissa Effect. Today I am sitting with a friend of mine. Her name is Sarah, and we were talking about all different types of things about marketing and branding. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But Sarah's basically helping me kind of come up with my vision, the coloring of my podcast, and like kind of painting the big broad picture, because I'm all over the place when it comes to things like that.
Not true. No.
I am. So I really appreciated what Sarah had to offer. And then she got into talking about, you know, when you're 30 something years old, you realize that you're not a dinosaur yet, but you're kind of getting there. So she was telling me about her job when she was a buyer for a company. And I'm like, oh, this is how you learned all that. So that opportunity, I feel like, taught you so much. And I feel like we live in a world today where branding is completely like social media is like the main tool companies really need to be using, especially if they want to reach a large audience, right? And now starting this podcast, I was like, well, I wonder how people just dive right into that and then like reach people. So it was cool to sit down and talk about, and honestly, it's kind of like taking a fun computer class and when you're in school and you get to like develop your fun colors that are for you and not for somebody else.
Like paint.
Yeah. I like, there's so much creativity to it.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I'm excited for this one. It's going to be an organic conversation. And again, I feel like this is for everybody, because even if you're not starting a brand, you're probably like me, a victim to consumerism, where you're like, oh, I really like that stuff. And all of a sudden you're like overbuying products and stuff like that. But that's all great marketing, and that's all digital media and the influence it has on you. So I really want to like dive into that, because that's the world we live in and it's not going away. So thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This is so exciting. I'm usually more behind the scenes person, so this is definitely on my comfort zone, but I'm excited to like just chat with you about it. So I'm excited. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It is cool. Like the headphones part and the microphone is my favorite part.
Yeah, I feel so professional right now. I'm like, ooh, I'm legit.
I know. It gives you that feeling. It really does. But yeah, so anyway, we were talking. Remember that day we were talking down in where she lives? She has this cute little like common area, right?
Yeah.
And we were using the space, and we were with another girlfriend of ours, and we were just talking, and I was like, wow, I'm learning so much today. This is so valuable. Like, this is not something that a YouTube video, I wouldn't have known to search for it to learn like from a YouTube video. So what you had, the insight you had was amazing to me. And I don't know, do you want to, if you feel comfortable, expand on that, like what it taught you, when that was in your life, and talk about a little bit about that.
I mean, I would say like it starts off with my background, right? Mm-hmm. So I went to school for fashion marketing management. So a lot of focusing on marketing, on branding, on fashion in general. But then I also have experience in like real estate. I have experience in like the wellness space. So I think like having that different like avenues, it's really taught me different ways to look at things and look at brands, looking at product, looking at the way someone runs their business. So there's just so many things that go into it.
It's so cool. It like retrains your brain to think of it differently, I feel like.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that way. Like, I feel like everyone knows things. And like Shane's always like, my fiance, he's always like, no, Sarah, people don't think the same way as you. Like, you see things in a different light. And I didn't really realize that until people started telling me that I see things in like a different way. Yeah. So
yeah, like you were groomed young, so I think you think that's normal. But I mean, it's like what you were teaching me that night. I'm like, holy cow! Like I'm not organically thinking this way. Like I'm just like kind of like putting out little videos and hoping People are liking it. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's so much that goes into it, right? Even just posting something on social media, it's more than just putting a video up. There's so much that goes like into it. So,
and that's what I want. That's what I'm learning, and that's why I'm like, oh wow, like, okay. So remember growing up, Sarah and I are like
millennials.
You were millennials, so we get it. But remember growing up, like people who are like on MySpace. But then remember when we first got into college or whatever, you needed an email address to go on Facebook, and I just remember those days, and then you'd start to almost become consumed with being online.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And connecting with people that way. And then there was like this, I remember like I would take out my digital camera and I would snap away pictures of the whole entire night. And then I would upload, like, I'm not even kidding, like 300 photos. Nobody's really looking through that, but they need something yeah.
Every time you did something, I just posted it on Facebook.
Everything had to go up.
Whole album.
Poor quality. Like it just went up. It kind of embarrassing.
No matter what it was, it was everything. Whatever happened.
Title the album, whatever the hell night you had. Yeah, kind of crazy. But I remember thinking that, I remember like back in the day, we were like, you know, everything you do has to be posted online. Or like people were, there was like shame or whatever. I had a friend that was like to her sister, everything you do has to be posted online. Just live like not online or whatever. So there was this air about like people who were just so forward and bringing on their life on social media. It was like, don't do it just for social media. Do it because like you actually really want to do this. But then something shifted majorly, and I realized that everybody, either they were working for a small brand or they were becoming a brand themselves. And then it didn't come. Now I feel like social media is used differently, and we're not doing the in the moment or the night out anymore. We're doing like full on music videos, reels, or like if I created this, a full blown marketing like commercial on your cell phone, basically.
Everyone's trying to sell you something on social media. Back in the day, it was like, we're going to snap a picture of our food. That looked terrible.
Yeah.
But like now it's like everyone's trying to sell you on something, whether it's a service, it's a product, whatever it is.
Like I have friends that started an Instagram account, and it's called The Best of Boca, and it's great. I mean, it's a great resource for people who especially don't know like where to eat. It's all like the fine dining or even like things to do, go on date night. It's cool. So basically they collab with a restaurant and they make these cool reels. Like they go out to this restaurant and they make a video of like the dinner being served, them cutting into whatever the heck they're eating. And it makes you feel like you're part of the experience. And it's so funny because my friend is creating these videos, and she did not go to college for this. This is something she learned because of the apps that are out there. And now that Instagram account is booming and it's huge. And now there's advantages to your account having so many views and so many followers.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of brands and companies. So I'm sure a lot of times she has probably restaurants and companies reaching out to her to bring her in there, and they will look at your following. They'll look at your impressions. That's how they kind of choose who's going to be, who they're going to work with.
I mean, I think that part is so cool. So now your social media is no longer, she has a whole group of friends, or, look what that crew is doing tonight. It's like, oh, wow, like that's what they can provide for me. Like it's your portfolio. It's your digital portfolio.
It is a digital portfolio. Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
So when people telling me they're like completely off social media, I'm like, I used to be like, wow, you must be a strong-minded person. But now I'm like, why are you off social media? Like you can add so much to, especially if you're out there selling something or you want a business to grow, you got to be on social media. I feel like if you're avoiding that, you're limiting yourself so much. Right?
And what are you doing if you're not on social media?
I have no idea. How are you making any sales? It's all going through social media. Everything.
I mean, whenever I want to go to a new restaurant, or if I want to go get my hair done or my nails done somewhere, I'm looking on their social media to see what kind of content, what kind of work they have. Because if I don't like it and I don't resonate with it, I'm not going to go.
And if the social media is like not like lively and energetic and bright, I feel like if the videos and stuff aren't like bright,
right. I mean, it's kind of like Google reviews, right? We go on there to like read it to see.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's our way of viewing what we're getting ourselves into.
Yeah. It is so crazy.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that I feel like the millennials use social media way different than the Gen Z. Gen Zs are after us, right? They're the younger kids.
I think so. Yeah.
I get them. I think we're using because they're TikTok focused.
Yes.
And like I go on TikTok and I don't understand it. I will say I don't get it.
I mean, TikTok is, it's just definitely not our generation. I feel like the younger kids are more into it than we are.
Yeah.
I would say like Instagram is the one that I'm more like on all the time.
Same.
I feel like TikTok, I get confused a little bit. I'm like, am I in the right area?
I just don't get how the algorithm
like
flows and works on the TikTok. And I know a lot of people, it's more videos than it is pictures. Like I know that, on Instagram you could put like a scrolly of different pictures, but that's not effective on TikTok. I don't think. I think it's more video
focus.
And there's like legit trends. Well, I did learn the other day at Montana Method that Instagram has trends too for you to follow.
Yeah.
So you knew that?
Yeah.
I had no idea. So that was something new to me too. So it's like crap like that I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a big learning curve.
Yeah.
But once you're in it, I think it's so cool because you like curate your own stuff to your own branding. And then I was having, a student of mine help me like learn how to even make little reels. And I'm like, never going to learn this. And she was doing them for me basically. And then
it probably came so easy to her too.
Oh, the work I do, the hour and a half I put into it takes her 6 minutes. I'm not even kidding. Cause I'm like scared to touch buttons because I don't want to ruin the work I already just did. I hate restarting.
Yeah.
So anyway, she was doing it. And then I'm like, I got to learn because summertime's coming. She's not gonna be able to help me. So I learned. And now that I'm not on my own completely for a couple of months now, I'm like, I don't want anyone doing it because I know my little touch and everybody has their own little touches. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have your own little way of doing things or like your own like stamp on it.
Yeah. And you're little like, okay, this is something that I haven't gotten down and I know that it's out there for me to learn, but I want to make like a brand font and color so that way I don't have to keep like, I go to like the purple thing ratio of all different shades of purple and I just kind of like hope for the best. I keep thinking I'm poking at the same purple shade that I did last reel, but I'm not. So all my purples, if you go on my page, are a little slightly different. But I want to be able to save the font so I don't have to keep recreating it. And I know that's out there for me to learn it, but I don't know.
Yeah, you need to have a brand deck. I think I told you this before.
So, okay.
You need a brand
how much she
deck.
has to tell me?
You can create your own little brand deck too, where like in Canva, you can go in, you can download whatever fonts you want. You can have your colors in there and it's all right there. And you can utilize that to do your social media posts as well. Yeah.
So like I download it and then you have to show me how many.
Yeah, I'll have to show you how it is.
Because I really love to like not change the fonts or guess or try and remember. I can't stand that part. But
yeah,
I guess for me, I'm like, okay, well, it's not that bad because you're kind of figuring it out, like what you really like, what you don't like. You're playing right now. But I am kind of ready for it to be polished, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I need a brand deck. Huh? What else do I need?
Like a brand deck. I think just having everything cohesive, I think that's really important. And I think we talked about that before, where if you're going to be on YouTube or you're going to be on Instagram or TikTok, just making sure everything feels cohesive and that people understand like, oh, if I'm going to this page, I know who this is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This is the Marissa effect.
Yeah.
Like I know that by seeing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
And that's true because that's how I feel when I look at certain brands. Like let's use Montana Method as a point of reference, but like I know her branding from like a mile away.
Right.
So yeah, even if she's like collabing, you know how she does some events with people in the community, I'll like know right away, like her little slogan. Yeah. So, and also like if you ever look at her page, it's all the same. Is it the same? It's all the same like white fonts. It never changes. It never
same
gets
colors. Probably.
Yeah.
I'm sure like they use the same like presets to make sure that the coloring looks the same when you're looking at like their actual like grid.
Right.
Like it's not going to be like, oh, one day it's going to be like black and white. Then one day it's going to be this bright pink color. Like, because that's not going to be on brand for her.
No, it's not going to be on brand for her at all. Bright pink.
Right. Yeah.
No.
Definitely not.
No. No. So, okay. Yeah. So like that's important to me too. And purple's my favorite color. So I'm creating this podcast. So I don't want to not have purple involved.
Yeah.
Purple's like my favorite thing.
If you resonate with that color, why not?
Yeah. So I want purple in there. I just don't. I'm having trouble picking the perfect shade and the perfect font, but that will all come. Play on Canva. So you're saying I can play on Canva, create something, and then download it. And I'm using CapCut the app to make my reels. So I need to learn how to do that.
Canva's more of I use it all the time in work, more for like presentation purposes. Yeah. But you can go in there and you can use like any kind of fonts that they have, or you can also like download fonts from different websites. So you have it. Like I've done one where I did like this event for my brother's birthday. He did a Star Wars theme.
Oh, really?
I did a whole Star Wars theme for him. And I downloaded the Star Wars font so that like everything looked like Star Wars when I typed it out.
Yeah.
So, like you can go and do that. So then it resonates a little bit more with what you're trying to get across. Colors, there's a whole bunch of colors you can pick from there. So I think just utilizing that.
I created like that Marissa, I do think I'm going to change the name. I think after a year. It hasn't come to me yet. I have like a word that I want in it, but it hasn't come to me, the new name. But anyway, when I created the Marissa effect, I used Canva and I made I think I have too much artwork going on in there. You know, when you start something, you're like, oh yeah, I want this and I want that. And it's just too much. It's like some words are bold. I look at it and I'm like, I'm exhausted just looking at it.
You have to step away though.
But I played with it. I started it. I did it on my own.
Good.
And I'm not I'm not naturally good at that stuff. So I'm
like a graphic designer.
No.
Yeah.
No. Even in like school, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to do the bare minimum of what the teacher's asking, and that's it. Like I'm not going to be the one that they use my artwork to demonstrate to others. Like be like this. I was never that girl. But hey, I did it. I do want to change it because I look at other people's podcasts. Not that it's cool to be a copycatter, but it's cool to be inspired by others.
Oh, definitely.
Right? I do look at other people's, like Jackie and France, and I'm like, damn. First of all, they're just kind of getting into the game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I like their picture. It's clean. It's not minimalist. Like, why did I have to put so much on?
But I think it's good to get out there and see what inspires you, right? And get examples. Like when I was in college, that was like one of the biggest things we would do. Like when I was making my portfolio, my professor was like, go out, look at examples of things that resonate with you, right? And then kind of mimic it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You
I like
want
that
to get
advice.
kind of inspired from what you're seeing out there. And it's not like you have to copy them because you're not copying them. And let's just be real. Everything comes from something.
It does, right? You can't, like, reinventing the wheel is just, I don't think people are really doing that.
There's not, I mean, I don't know
what else come from something.
What else is out there that you can really reinvent?
Yeah.
So, like a font, I don't know. And I agree.
Again, but that's like not me. So like, I'm not going to ever create a font. I know that for a fact. It's just not who I am, but I might like somebody else's font and be like, I kind of like that. Like, and then like make it like my shade or like, you know how people have fonts and they outline it certain, like I like all that stuff. And I just got to find out what my vibe is.
Right. Like it's more like, okay, do I like this font because of the sharp edges or do I like it because it's more rounded or like, does it feel more feminine or like warm and flowy, exciting? Like there's like, why do you like the font or the product or whatever the other brand that you're looking at has, right? Yeah. And figure out what you're enjoying from it and how can you make it your own.
Yes.
That's really
kind of like what I do when I quote unquote copy people. Like I'm like, oh, okay, I like that works for me. Or sometimes I look at things and tell me, I think you've done this, but like you look at things and you're like, well, that fits their vibe. It wouldn't work for me. Like I don't.
Oh yeah.
Like the super airy, feminine vibe. Like the script fonts and stuff I like, but it's not for me. Like I just feel like that's not me as a person. So I like it though. I like seeing it. Yeah. But I'm not, when you meet me and hang out with me, like I'm not this perfect airy girl that's like I don't know,
like girly girl, bubbly,
not really
like
girly,
that kind
girly
of
like
like, yeah,
that.
I'm not either.
It's not gonna fit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I look at that and I'd be like
A Lily Pulitzer. Like,
No.
that is not me.
That's
Like, that
not me.
font.
Oh my gosh, no.
The color palette, that doesn't resonate with me at all. So, like,
No.
yeah. So you wouldn't go with something like that.
no,
Exactly.
But pretty, I get why people are
Yeah.
attracted to it, but
Of course.
it's just not for me.
But it's not your.
When I look at like Alex Cooper's web, her, it's not her, not the podcast part, the little clips that she puts on social media. But when she does her purple font, she has a shade of purple, and I like the font, and I'm like, oh, kind of like it because it's still sporty and edgy, and still there's femininity to it too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I like that. I don't need to be like ultra crazy pop pink either. So it's just something for me, since I'm a little girl, something about like that lavendery purple, that light purple. I just like it.
Yeah.
Like when I was in when I did my yoga teacher training, I've been thinking about this because yesterday I went to a ribbon cutting. I did my training
I saw
at that
that
place.
you were out there doing something like that. Okay.
Yeah. And I, you know how like they'll make you do like guided meditations and be like, visualize the color that will make your body calm. And it's always been like light purple.
Oh.
Always.
I wonder what your aura is.
I like
nothing.
purple.
I know nothing about auras. I would love to get mine red, but I wonder if that is like your aura. We'll have to ask like Jackie. She might know.
Yeah, somebody has to know. I love the color light purple.
Yeah.
And I used to do silks, and my silk was light purple.
Interesting.
Yeah. So something about that color just
And I'm like the opposite. I do not like purple.
at all.
I don't. I mean, I like more maybe like a lavender.
Yeah, lavender.
But you wouldn't really catch me ever wearing purple.
Oh, I
Isn't
could
that
wear it.
wild?
I would probably not wear it as much as I would want something like
Around you.
around me,
Yeah.
purple. Yeah. But I was never a pink girl. I was never sparkle girl either. Like, please get out of this room, please, with the sparkles. That's another thing you'll never see this podcast have, sparkles. I can't. That's just too much.
I
for
was
me.
a pink girl. I mean, love pink. You probably see it. But like, you gotta think though. I was in college in like early 2000s.
Yeah.
You know, and it was very like the popular, like what, animal print?
Oh
was
my
so
gosh, remember
popular.
when that
So
was
it was
popular?
like hot pink and like zebra
I had a
everything.
boyfriend and in high school, and his mom in this one room of the house, they had like a leopard rug, like not an area rug. It was like a real rug. I'm like, wow, we really like it. But back then it was cool.
Yeah.
So it fit theme back then, but I was like, wow. And I remember going home and be like, Mom, like, we're not cool like Dan's mom
not
is.
trendy.
Like, you have to put a leopard rug in here.
Yeah, my mom didn't have anything leopard in our house either.
No. So yeah, no, I remember that was like a big thing. Prints, animal prints.
Animal prints. I remember my 21st birthday, I made everyone wear animal prints.
You did?
Yep, I wore all white and then everyone had to wear animal prints. So I was like, this is what we're doing. This is my birthday.
No, it was a thing though. It was a real thing.
It was so cool.
What were the
I would
outfits
say
like?
Roberto Cavalli. I don't know if you know him, but he was like the first fashion designer that I fell in love with. And he was so big in like animal prints and textures and colors. And I think that's where I kind of got it from. I was like, I love Roberto Cavalli. Anything he has, like I want. Yeah. And it was very like animal print.
That is kind of cool. Wait, I kind of like that you referenced that, because if you think about it, like that's how his vision, that's how he touched you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was thinking that the other day. Okay, so like Jolie likes that prim and proper, clean look, polished look. I'm like it for others, but for me, I want my pants baggy. I want big oversized. Like, that's how I feel. Yeah. That's how I feel. Like I would go out to a restaurant like that. I like dressing up, but just my natural organic vibe, I want to be oversized and sporty looking.
But you think that's just the time?
No.
Like, have you always been like that?
I've always been like that. When this whole 90s thing came back, I'm like, okay.
Oh, you were thriving. You were so excited.
This is it. Like, this is who I'm supposed to be. Like, thank gosh. I like to fold my pants down. And that's just, I don't know. So
it's
yeah,
very
it came
on
back.
brand for you.
That's what you mean. I really like it. So like,
but that's good. You know what works for you and what doesn't, right? You're not trying to be something that you're not. And I think a lot of people try to be something that they're not, and they see trends. I would say like fashion, for example, like fashion trends, they see them and they're like, oh, this is trendy, and so I'm going to do it. But it's not really them. I think you have to stick true to yourself.
No, I like my hair in a ponytail. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I
like
think
so
that's
Spice
when I
Girls.
feel. But that's how I dressed up like a kid. Like I never ever was the girl in like high school that dressed. I mean, wait, did you do? Hold on, now I'm going on a tangent. Did you do the white pencil over your eyelid?
Yes.
What was that? But anyway, I had the pencil, but I would have to turn around to my friend. Like if you sat behind me, I'd be like, "Can you put it on me?" And then like they would do it. I had like I was picky about it too for somebody who couldn't do it herself. I'm like, not too thick, not too thin though. Like it was this perfect line. And I don't know why anybody liked that. That stupid white. Right. It was not my authentic self. That was me copycatting.
Yeah. Is that like the blue mascara time too?
Oh yeah, I
feel like there was like the blue mascara. I'm going to say some of the outfits, I mean, a lot of the outfits that I wore when I was like younger are very questionable. I don't know. I thought I was so cool and different like in high school. And I'm like, girl, why did you dye your hair red? Why were you wearing like printed plaid pants? I'm like, oh, I thought I was like making a fashion statement. I don't know.
or the Juicy Couture jumpsuits.
The jumpsuits. Oh yeah, definitely.
They have no style to them, but everyone needed them. So yes, I do jump on trends. Whatever. But like, I like being in oversized. I just feel comfy. I feel like it's effortless, and I think people when girls go out like that, I'm like, wow, that's a cool vibe. Yeah. But not every girl looks at those girls and says that. Like some people just like the polished look. I naturally don't.
Yeah. Same. I'm not like I wouldn't say I'm a girly girl when it comes to like my clothes. I do like something a little bit more maybe streetwear. So I do kind of resonate more with the baggy pants and like maybe the cute like little tops. Hoop earring sneakers. I mean, I love heels too, but I mean
sneakers are my favorite.
But I love sneakers, yeah.
I probably have the same amount of sneakers as the guy because I don't know. I feel like I have like a few pairs of heels that I never put on, and I don't care to even go buy another pair of heels. Like, but a sneaker, I know they'll come back into my like sphere. Well, I want another pair. You know,
I think the biggest compliment I can get is when someone tells me they like my outfit. I feel like that's like the best thing. I'm like, oh my God, they love my outfit. I'm like, this is the best day ever. But only because I mean, I love fashion. It's just something that I love so much. I just think I don't know. I love clothes. I love fashion. I love beauty. So I think when someone compliments my outfit, I'm like,
so yeah, that's what I mean. I know. But that's what I mean by like when you brought up that designer, he struck something like something in his that he thinks is beauty. You do too. Like I remember going to Aritzia last year with Jolie, and I'm like, I gotta buy these oversized. They were oversized dress pants. They look like they look like an extra, extra, extra large, and I paid for it. And I was like, this is my thing. And they're already flipped over for you. And it's like,
I know what you're talking about.
Popping out. I'm like, I really like these. And she was like, what? Like it's like two different worlds. She was like, wouldn't even consider purchasing pants like that. But
that's how my sister and I are. We are not the same when it comes to the way we dress. She kind of looks at me like, that's what you're wearing? Like, excuse me. You know, your sisters, like, they will say anything, right? Like, they do not care. And I'm like, oh, keep your thoughts to yourself, please. We're not the same.
Well, it's all fun and games, like, until you're the sister that's like, oh, that, like, I'm sure there's been times in your life where you had to be the one that was, you know, forthcoming with her words. Right. But yeah, there is something about family dynamics. And I'm like, I didn't know. But you know what else is cool about families? I know we're going on a tangent. This is not branding. Family branding.
It's kind of branding. And we were talking about like our own personal style, which is a brand.
Yeah.
Way to brand yourself.
Yeah, it is. And wait, we'll bring it back. But there's something about families that they say the craziest shit to you that a friend could never get away with. No. But somehow
like a stranger?
Like, no.
You would smack them.
It's just something about like that family dynamic that I don't know, just goes. But I guess like, okay, so that goes into self-branding. Everybody's a brand now. I feel like everybody with it. Okay. ChatGPT is not going away. Right. And I feel like like everything I'm reading is not anybody's real words anymore. It's ChatGPT enhanced. I mean, maybe you're writing some things yourself, but if you might be like, having ChatGPT polish it a little more. And I don't judge. I use it too. But like, I think now I was listening to a podcast yesterday and they were talking about like, if you're not using social media to like get in front of people. You're using it to kind of find out about brands, kind of like what you were describing, like looking up what different companies have to offer you. Even if you want like a good realtor or a good hairstylist, you want to see what they've done in the past. Like, and it's got to be alive and catchy. Like it really does. Like there's some dead social media platforms out there.
Yeah.
But one of the things I said was the individual, as we keep going on and on and on, like into the future, we're all going to be a brand. Like our social media is going to brand almost like everybody's going to be their own little company. It's kind of cool. Do you like crazy. That? It's kind of crazy.
I mean, I think it's kind of scary in a way too. Like
she said that too.
People are like so into your life.
I know.
Like sometimes I feel weird. Like I watch influencers, like I look at their Instagram and I'm so invested in their lives. And I'm like, wait, is this kind of creepy? It's kind of weird that I'm so into them.
No, I know. But some influencers, I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you wake up in the morning? You're like, do you ever watch these reels? Because I get caught up. They're like, wake up with me to get ready for work. And their arms are like, it's like a perfect circle and their hair is perfect. And then they go into their bathroom and it's all the same
because
thing
they're only putting out there what they want you to see.
I know.
So when they're a content creator, they're creating the content that they want you to see and the life that they want you to perceive. So like not everyone's life is as perfect as it shows on Instagram, which we know that, right?
100%.
And I think a lot of the younger generations need to understand that social media is just like a snapshot of like the best times of your life or like parts of your life that you feel like sharing with people.
But that's like how commercials were created back in the day. They were just like little snippets. And so everybody's making these little marketing commercials for themselves. So you are branding yourself in a way. And you're getting people to buy things and then you're getting affiliate links. I mean, it all just snowballs and compounds. It's kind of wild.
Yeah. It's cool.
But
scary,
then that goes to I do think there's a way to be on social media and still be organic and not organic with authentic because I don't think I'll ever wake up in the morning and be like, wake up with me and open up my blinds. Like I don't wake up with like that naturally. So that would be a complete performance I would be putting out there. So I also think that would be exhausting to me. Like I think getting in front of the camera, which I really want to start practicing and like just talking about like how excited I am for like upcoming shows or what I learned from something else, a previous show. Like I want to start doing that, but I don't foresee myself like taking little clips and then tying it all together and making, I don't know.
Like
it just sounds really
day
tiring.
In the life with me.
Day in the life of me are really fun to watch. And some people are great at it, but I don't know if I could do it. I'm not kidding.
But maybe that's not what their day is every day.
Well, I'll tell you right now, if I ever put a video out there and I like yawn and my hair's perfect and then I open up my blind, that's not how I like fumble out of my bed. I like fall to the floor. I'm miserable. My alarm clock is going off. I can't shut it off at the first round. It doesn't look pretty in the morning. So unless it's like Saturday and I get to wake up when I want and but even that's not pretty. Then I go wash my face quick, put my athletic clothes in, go to Montana Method. It's always the same crap. I guess I could do day in life for me as I race to Montana Method.
But I think a lot of people like that. I think they like the authentic self. Like I feel like a lot of the people that I gravitate to on social media are people that are authentic. And they're not showing this like perfect lifestyle because for me, I'm like, I don't resonate with that because I know that like my life is not perfect and that I would never be perfect like that. So like, I like to see people that are like, I'm wearing Christmas pajamas in August. This is like what it's like. This is what my hair looks like when I wake up. Like I think it's like, I like that better. I think I think when I run into people that are too like perfect online and that they're trying to sell me something every 2 seconds. I unfollow.
Oh, you do?
I don't want to follow someone like that. It's just because it doesn't resonate with me.
You.
Right. And I'm like,
No, I get that. But that's how I mean about even building on this brand, like this podcast brand. I don't ever think I'll be like that polished that would be me. I'd probably quit, honestly, because I'd be like, okay, I've exhausted myself. Right. Yeah. So it really does have to be like who you are.
Right.
And you don't have to be like your peer. I like fell into this rabbit hole where I was like, I got to copycat everybody because there's so many crazy trends that you have to kind of keep up and stay relevant. And if you fall behind the relevancy, you almost feel like you're out of touch. And I hate that pressure. I hate that pressure. But
right. I feel like you're going to find what's best for you.
yeah,
right. You're going to figure out what works for you. I mean, you can try so many different things and like, they're not all going to stick, but you will find what resonates with you. What is like your brand? What is your vision? What is the idea that you're trying to get out there to the people that are your listeners or your followers? And it's all going to kind of fall into place like organically.
I hope so.
It will. And I don't think you're the kind of person that's going to go off and try to be something that you're not. That's just not you.
No.
And I think people respect you for that. Yeah. Right? Like, I think you're so cute how you are the way you are.
Oh, thank
you know? Like, and I feel that like people like that. I think a lot of people really want to see real life situations. I don't think they want to see the fake out there all the time.
No, because I even like one time my friend was like, you gotta dress. Oh, I interviewed my friend and she's a therapist. And I went and I kind of dressed up because she dressed up for work. So I'm like, let's match. And then my other friend was like, I kind of like you dressed up for all your podcasts. I'm like, no, I don't dress up every day. I want it to be like us I wanted it to be almost like all we did was put the microphone on and record it.
Like this is like a fun hangout. Like, I'm like a chit chat.
A chit chat, because that's real life, like for me. So I want the podcast to stay on that platform. I mean, some days some days you're going to catch me dressed up, some days not. But I think the podcast should follow that trend, like who I am. Otherwise, I'm telling you right now, I'd quit this. I would be like, I don't want to do it.
Like, what's the point of doing it then?
No, exactly. So, I guess so. So remember when you told me back in the day you wanted to be an influencer? I think you should do it.
Oh my gosh. I don't know about me personally being an influencer just because I'm not as comfortable in front of the camera. Like, I don't see myself as being interesting.
Really?
To be in front of a camera.
I think that's a limited self-belief.
I think I'm better like helping others.
Okay.
And I think that's kind of who I am. I always feel like I like to help others. And I get more excited for everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I need to go to therapy for that, but But no, I mean, I love being like a cheerleader for other people and supporting other people and helping them and like seeing them do their goals. I mean, I don't know, influencing seems like a lot too. Like, I feel like you put yourself out there and like you have to have really a strong backbone too, because people are mean.
I know.
On the internet, and I don't know if I have it.
I know.
I might cry every day.
Like some of the big time influencers, I look at in the comments sometimes and I'm like, oh, this is a cutthroat.
But then at the same time, though, I do see where a lot of these like women that I follow are like, I love the community that I've created.
I know.
Like, you guys are so supportive for me, and like they get so much out of it. And that's the part that I do like about it. I do like when there's that sense of community and like everyone's there to help each other. Yeah. I guess the ratio of the people is, you know, the trolls are a little bit less out there than like, but you can like obviously weed them out as well.
Yeah. But like, kind of like what you said, then that's what I get nervous about with this, even though every conversation I think is, I love all the conversations I put out there. But then again, though, once it's out there, it's out there. So you kind of have to be okay with that.
Yeah. Can't take it back.
No. And so that's definitely been something that I've like been like, who is this? Am I ready for a commitment? Because that's a commitment in itself too. Like, that's also why you need to stay true to yourself, I think, when you want to go online, because when it's out there, it's out there. So you got to stand by your words. You can't be like this one day and then completely different the next day. Right. No one likes inconsistency. Yeah. And I realize.
And they'll notice.
100%.
They'll know.
Yeah. But consistency is one of my major values, I realized. Like, as I grow up, I was never really clear on values, but I've gotten real clear, and I'm like, I don't like wishy-washy things. Like, I can't, if you were like this for me one day, I expect that all the time. Right. Even in bad moods, I expect that still. Like, just be transparent that you're in a bad mood, but you're still going to be there. Like, I don't like the flip-flop and I hope I'm not like that for anybody. And there's been a time in my life where I've been super duper flaky because sometimes I don't like going out and stuff, and I don't know how, or in the past I didn't know how to say like, hey, I don't want to do this. You know, you want to people please, but I really hope that I'm not ever putting or making people feel like she's inconsistent. Hate that. That's like that's shit.
But I think people need to realize that everyone is different, right?
Yeah.
And I think we need to give people grace and feel okay when someone's like, I'm just not in the mood to do something, or hey, I need to be alone. Like, I think we need to stop giving people like, you know, judge someone because they flaked out on something. I mean, it depends on the like what you flaking out on, of course. If it's something like major, like someone's wedding,
I would never do that.
That is
ever.
Different.
Not even my
but
flakiest
even if
times.
it's just
I would
like
never do that.
like if it was like a happy hour, and it's like, you know, I just had a really bad day. I'm like really tired or something. Then like, I think people need to not get upset with others on something like that.
And I'm like I don't get upset about people when they flake on me because I know it. I'm that type of person. So I'm like, yeah, I get it. I don't really want to do this either. But yeah, never flake on a wedding. That would be outrageous.
I mean, I'm sure there's people that
I would expect to lose a friend over that. Yeah. I mean, that's just crazy. But I mean, I've been to some weddings where they make jokes and they say, "Oh, I'm shocked you're here."
Oh, oh wow.
But I'm like, do you know how mean that would be if I didn't do it? I would never do it. So I'll take that as a joke, but I will flake on a happy hour every now and then. Why not? Who cares? The bar. My idea of that is the bar is going to be there with or without me, and then next Friday, if I want to go, it'll still be there. Like, it's not like this life changing thing that's going on. So I don't. Whatever. I miss it. I miss it. Whatever. That's just how I am. But
it's valid.
It's valid. Yeah. So I want to ask you specific questions about branding, though. So when you were working, or in the past when you've worked with companies, you have looked at their platforms, and what do you think? How do you make decisions on let's work with them?
Yeah, I think it depends on. First of all, I look at their social media. I mean, of course, that's like the biggest thing. Yeah. I also look at their following. Okay. So I look at to see like how many followers I have, and then I also. But
like, what if it's a new, like me, like somebody that's growing? How do you know? Like, okay, I have faith in this person. They're consistent or whatever. You know what I mean? Or would you just not? That's something truly I'm struggling with, because I want to start asking people with bigger followers. And I'm like, well, they're going to look at my social media and be like, well, is this worth my time? And I hate that feeling for myself, because I don't want to feel stuck.
No, I think looking at how consistent you are on your platform, how you are like across the board of what kind of content you're putting out there. I think that's important too. I think seeing like if you're engaging with your followers, I feel like a lot of people forget that when they're first starting. Like, you have to engage with them. And just, I think consistency is the biggest thing, especially with something like, I mean, you're more of like a brand within your own. But if I'm looking at a brand that I'm going to be bringing into, so like I'm a buyer for a huge like supplement wellness industry. We have over 600 stores. So like for me, like that's a big deal, right? 600 stores to put something in is a lot. So like I look at the brand and I look at their social media. I look at how many followers they have. And I look at the followers and their engagement, because there's a lot of people that I feel like buy followers, and so I want to make sure.
Is there a way you can track that? Like, oh, this person bought followers, or is it just kind of go unnoticed?
I mean, I think there are like apps out there that you can use to like see if someone like bought like followers and stuff like that. Like, I don't have that. I just look at more of, are people engaging with you? If you have like over 100,000 followers and you have 5 likes
with you in the comments,
or 2 comments, and they're like very bought, that's suspect. So I look at that. I look at packaging. So if I'm in like a consumer goods, I want to look at their packaging. Is it consistent across the board? If it's not, like, that's kind of like, okay, why? Okay. You know, I look at that. I look at,
wait, okay. So you said why? Like, what would be why would that change? Like, why would somebody be inconsistent in that manner?
I just think there's a lot of like up and coming like brands, for example, that maybe not know their font or their color. And then, like I've dealt with it in my current, industry that I'm in right now, that there's certain product where they have the logo that looks this one way. And then on the next product, the logo looks a different way. And it's confusing for the consumer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you want to be consistent across the board. You want to be able to have a customer understand, like I was saying, like if I go onto this page and I go to another page, like they know that this is this product, right? The same brand, because you don't want to confuse them, because
that's
people
true.
get confused very easily, and you have to make it where people aren't going to go and like really read something.
Yeah, that's
like the attention span of people is so short. So like, you know, you can't just like have something, you're like, you have to have everything what's going to be right here in the front that everyone knows, like, okay, this is premium water. This is what this is.
Yeah. Wait, that's so true. I also feel like that social media made our attention span so short that like, you need to give it to them, and you need to get to them quick and something that they want. Like it needs to be fast, quick, and effective. It's so crazy. Like nobody really wants to sit in a room of and listen to something for an hour. Like we're past that. I feel like, crazy. I'm curious to know how this world is gonna. The podcast I listened to, I'm gonna share it with you later after we're done with this. But they were like, they have young kids, and they were saying, I don't even care if my kids go to college. It will be irrelevant. By the time they get to college level, it will be irrelevant, because of like, if ChatGPT is like it is now, it's just, who knows where it's going to take the world. And they don't see the value in putting their kid in this structured environment to get them like no real good job. Like these jobs that we went for, like coming out of college, you and I are not going to be there.
Yeah.
Crazy. The world is going to take a change. It really
definitely is. But you're also seeing that, we kind of talked about this the other day a little bit too. It was like homeschooling.
Yeah.
Right? People are starting to homeschool their kids a little bit more, because they can control kind of what they're learning and like more life lessons. Because when you go into like a public school or a private school, you know, there's a lot of things that they're just teaching you based off like a book.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Right? You got to follow what the state says.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so true. And I feel like, though that's branding in its own. College is branding too. I was talking expensive.
So expensive.
Branding. Yeah. Everything's freaking branding and marketing, and everything's a business, and everybody's trying to capitalize and whatever. You can't shame anybody. That's how America is built on. But like, I feel like education, the way we saw it, the way we did it, is going to be completely different.
I think so too.
I just see it. I mean, the way I use ChatGPT, everybody I think is using it like that. Like I'm always in ChatGPT. Like I talk to some people, they're against it, and some people I think are outright lying. Like I was talking to a guy, and he's like, "Oh, I maybe used that like 5 times." I'm like, bullshit. If something can make your life easier, why wouldn't you use it?
Why are you not using it? I think that's more of the question: is why? Why are you not?
I don't know. I think people just want to see that it's changing, and they don't want to jump on the trend, quote unquote. But I think like it's embedded, Sarah, in everything. Like it's in the new iPhone. You Google search, the first Google search is an AI answer. Yeah. And then come the website links.
Like, AI is not going anywhere.
No, it's not.
And AI has been around for a while. It's just getting more attention and forefront on everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think people are just starting to use it, and it's becoming more user friendly as well.
So, but we haven't seen this yet, but AI can now like make reels and do a lot of social media. So I'm wondering if that's going to take opportunity from these creators that are helping people grow a brand, because now just a robot can do it. But I do wonder if it won't be as creative as if a human added their touch versus like the robot doing it. I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll just have to see.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I definitely have seen that there's AI influencers.
What the hell is that?
So that is an actual AI generated, looks like a normal human being person, but they're AI. And they have like get readies with me, like they're fashion models.
But they're doing what's the point of it? Like why? Like humans are doing it.
That's what I was wondering, but I guess it's just some sort of way of content.
Yeah. This world's gonna. I don't know.
I don't know any of them by name, but I definitely have come across it before. And it's like,
how do you
this
know
is
that
fully,
they're AI robots.
They tell you. They say they're fully.
disclose it?
Yep.
I just don't get why. Like, they're human beings doing that. I mean,
I'm wondering unless it's like a person that's behind the scenes. Think about like video games, right?
Yeah.
People have avatars,
like programmers,
right? They have avatars. They create this like vision of maybe the way that they want to live their lives, but they don't really live their lives that way. So it could just be a way of someone expressing another way, a form of expressing your art, your skills, your talents, your ideas, but in a way that, you know, you're not the face.
Yeah, I guess
you have someone else being
kind of like how you described it. Like, you don't like to be, you don't want to be the face, but you want to like help it, like
kind of like a catfish
production.
No, it's not like catfish, but almost like catfish.
Yeah, it's catfish. I mean, gosh, you're telling people.
Yeah,
I think people are going to be out there falling in love. Remember chat rooms back in the day? I think people are going to be out there doing whatever with their AI person, and they're falling in love with a robot,
like the movie Her.
And I never saw that. What's that about?
That? Oh my goodness!
Wait,
no.
What happened?
So long ago, where he has like I don't know if it's like a personal assistant, but it's like a voice. Her name is Her. It's like an AI, and it's kind of like Siri, but it was called Her, and you speak to her, and he started having like emotional feelings for her because it's someone that he was connecting with.
Oh my gosh!
But it was AI.
Yeah.
I feel like it is probably more common.
I want to watch it. Her? It's called Her?
It's called Her.
Wow, it's like they predicted the future.
It's kind of, I don't know what year it came out. It's I think it's pretty old.
But we always grew up like, well, I don't know. I used to say it like when I get a robot or my car could drive for me. We're like living in a world like that. Yeah. Kind of crazy.
I actually wish I had a car that drove for me all the time.
Well, the Teslas can.
Yeah,
I mean, I just think it's kind of wild that we are living in we don't have to fantasize about what it would be like to have somebody type my essays. I wish I grew up in college like that. Like, please type this essay. I don't want to come up with my own thoughts.
Yeah,
you know,
I know that'd be nice, but it's also
sad because we're not using
But you're not
skills.
Using your brain, right? So relying on someone else to do the work for you. Like, how are you really learning?
Yeah, I was at my friend's house the other day, and. Well, actually last night, and we were playing cards, and she was teaching me this new card game. And honestly, I'm like, I'm so one of this game. I hate that it's called Nerds. Have you ever played that game? It was hard.
Never heard of it.
I'm not really a cards girl, but she was like, I think you should start playing cards more because her great grandmother is like 90 something years old, and she believes it's because she plays cards and uses her creative critical thinking skills. I'm like, I guess. Meanwhile, I quit. I'm like, I'm not into this. I feel defeated. I don't even understand the rules. I'm embarrassed to even say I'm not even getting it. So, so I don't know. I just feel like, like if I'm not like using my brain like that, and then the answers are going to come to me. Like if I have a question, I ask ChatGPT and they just get the answer. So I feel like if I am not being resourceful and using my critical thinking skills, that's like a muscle, right? It's just going to end up going away.
I would think so.
So I don't know. Sometimes I think it's great that it's helping us. The other times I'm like, it's killing us at the same time, I think. I don't know.
I think AI and social media in general.
And why is it not more regulated, right? I don't know. We're going into whole different topics. But I do feel like ChatGPT isn't going away, and I think it's helping some brands. I really do.
I think so too.
I think more people.
And I think brands should utilize it. You should utilize AI, ChatGPT, especially if you're like stuck on something, but don't rely solely on it. I think there's a difference, right?
Yeah. I think so too. Well, it's good to have your own vision for it, like not just put out what AI is telling. Like, don't just tell ChatGPT, hey, I want to do a podcast, and then let ChatGPT tell you what the podcast should be, how you should brand it, how you should market it. Like, work with it. Like, tell ChatGPT, I feel like what you want, and then have it like bring it to light for you if you're struggling with that concept. Like, that's where it helps me. ChatGPT is not coming up with my episodes, coming up with what I want to talk about. Like, that's not what it's doing for me, but it is helping me. Like with social media, how I come up with a catchy phrase. Yeah, it's helping me with that. I'm not ashamed to even say that because
use it as a guide.
It does. It's guiding me.
And you should. I really feel like you're at a disadvantage if you're not using it.
I think so. And why stay stuck, or why if something's out there to help you, why give up on it? Like if something's there to like push you through this tougher time, like, and give you an idea and brainstorm with you, I think it's good. I mean, there's been times where like we did it today with ChatGPT. We didn't use what it gave us. We read it through it and we're like, it's not going to work. And I mean, come up with your own discretion. You don't have to do what
it says.
Yeah, you have to do what it says. Yeah, just get some ideas. I think it's cool that it happens for you fast versus, taking 45 minutes of your day to like kind of come up with these answers by searching the internet.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Well, this episode has been amazing, I think, because it's good to talk about this stuff. It's also interesting, surreal world that we live in.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. This was fun.
It was fun, right?
Yeah,
Told you. See? All right, guys. See you next week. Thank you all for tuning in to this week's episode on the Marissa Effect. This is where conversations stick, stories spark something real. If today's episode moved you, made you think, or gave you a little inspo, please share it with a friend. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. It truly means the world. Until next time, keep showing up, stay curious, and remember your story has an effect too. See you next week.